What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we are previewing the preseason matchup. A lot of P's in there between the New York Jets and the New York Giants.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Let's take a look at the odds for this game, courtesy of BetUS, the official sportsbook of Matt O'Leary NY here on the YouTube channel. The Jets are plus 120 on the money line and 2.5-point underdogs in this game against the New York Giants. If you are interested in betting on this game, sign up using my link down below in the description and the pinned comment and receive a 125% match deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 over at BetUS. Robert Saleh is 9-2 in the preseason in his career. Giants aren't playing starters. Jets aren't playing starters. Are you feeling something? Maybe. Just maybe. Get in on the action over on BetUS. Okay, as I mentioned, no starters. They will change things up slightly from how they've been doing things in the past. It's Andrew Peasley who's gotten the first half and Adrian Martinez who's gotten the second half. They are going to flip-flop those guys. Adrian Martinez is going to get a look in the first half with Andrew Peasley getting a look in the second half. Both guys, after looking pretty strong in the first preseason game against Washington, had rough outings against the Carolina Panthers, and neither quarterback was really able to move the ball all that well. Adrian Martinez had a really ugly looking interception, so hopefully both those guys give you a bounce back performance to at least give this game a little bit of a watchable product, because again, as I mentioned, unfortunately no regulars, no starters, so I think we're going to be going through it at some times during this game, but it's okay. This is the last preseason game before the real thing. Wait, but Matt, is there any reason to watch this game? Yes, there absolutely is. So my question, or one of the things that I'm watching for, I have a few things. Looking at the wide receiver room, we know there's going to be Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Allen Lazard, Xavier Gibson, Malachi Corley. Those 5 feel like a given. Beyond that is up in the air. Does Irv Charles make the teams for a special teams reason? Does he offer enough as a wide receiver? That's a legitimate question. How about Jason Brownlee? What is he going to do? Is he going to bounce back after a rough outing in Carolina? He had a great week of practice. Can he do enough in a game to make the roster? Are they going to carry 6? Or are they going to carry 7? Do both Irv Charles and Jason Brownlee make it? What's the plan at the wide receiver spot? That's something to watch. How about Brandon Cotterington, who's been a really impressive returner for the New York Jets, not only in these preseason games, but in training camp, the guys look good. He's explosive. He's made some plays. Can he have another strong week? Because if he does, I think he makes Joe Douglas's job that much harder. If he has a down week, makes it easy to go, you don't need to carry a 6th or 7th corner just to have him on special teams, because that's essentially what he'd be doing. We could just give that job to Xavier Gibson, Isaiah Davis, Malachi Corley, someone like that. But if he has another big game returning, and then that job gets a lot harder. That's a tough decision to make. And then once again, if you carry an extra corner, where are you then losing a spot? Because there's only 53 of these things to go around. There's like 90 guys right here. They're going to have to cut down a significant amount by Tuesday. So we're going to see a lot of movement from Sunday to Tuesday. But is Cotterington going to be able to make it? That's going to be clearly something that we keep an eye on. How about the defensive line? There's some depth guys who will be playing in this game that have looked good. Takk McKinley, I think he's done enough to make this roster, but I guess his roster spot, you could still say, is technically still up in the air. Same thing with the 3 UDFAs. I like all 3 of those guys, man, but you're not going to be able to keep all 3. Leonard Taylor, Brandon McGregor, Eric Watts. 3 guys with some upside who are UDFAs. In a perfect world, you'd love to keep all 3, but again, the Jets have strong depth there. They're not going to be able to carry all of those guys. I think McGregor and Leonard Taylor have stood out a little bit more than Eric Watts. But if they were to cut, honestly, any of those 3 guys, I hope they would make it to the practice squad, but you see a team like the crosstown rival Giants, who you are playing in this game, by the way, they need help on the interior of their defensive line. So they could just watch Leonard Taylor have a strong performance. The Jets don't have room for him. And then when the Jets try to waive him to get him to the practice squad, the Giants can go, ooh, I'll take Leonard Taylor and add him to my active roster. Would not shock me in the least if something like that happens. Again, the Jets are going to have to make some cuts here. So if there is someone that they cut, probably going to get claimed. It's happened a lot over the last 2 years, and specifically with the Giants. I mean, they did it 2 years ago with Jason Pinnock. The Jets tried to sneak him on the practice squad. Giants said, yoink, we'll take that. And then he ends up starting playoff games for the Giants, and has been a good starter at safety the last 2 years. Like there's no starters for the Jets, the Giants won't be playing their starters as well. They have some key position battles that they are looking for. Interior defensive line is something that I just laid out for you there. They are still trying to figure out their corner too. Nick McLeod was getting a ton of reps in the joint practice, and he was the one who kept getting burned and beat like a Cherokee drum against Garrett Wilson. So that was tough look there. But it's going to be Tommy DeVito season. Tommy Cutlets, our guy, the official quarterback of Big Apple Blitz. That's the show I do with Anthony Rivardo on Monday and Thursdays, talking all things New York football, Jets and Giants. Make sure to check out that show if you haven't already. But we are both Tommy DeVito guys. Out on Daniel Jones. Not going to see him in this game. Drew Lock's also banged up, so I'd expect to see a ton of Tommy DeVito in this one. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Let me know down below in the comments what you are watching for in this Jets-Giants preseason finale. Thanks again to BetUS for being the official sponsor of the channel. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.